everyone, this is Rochelle with Legacy Home and Garden, and welcome to my kitchen. I've been working on the lighting in here, trying to get it better so it's not so bright and washed out and everything. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the absolute easiest bread recipe you'll ever make. It is a no-knead recipe. There's 6 ingredients. I've got them all ready to go. I am going to show you what they are, give you the volume of each one you need, and show you how this bread comes together. And I promise you, it is the best tasting sandwich bread. It's great for toast. It's great for everything, you guys. It's amazing. And I want to show you how to make it. It's that good. I want to show you how to make it. And I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I really, truly believe that anybody, absolutely anybody, can make this bread. If you've never made bread before, don't be intimidated by it. Don't. Try this step-by-step, easy peasy recipe. You're going to shock yourself. Your family's going to love it. You're going to love it. And I don't know if you'll ever make another bread other than this one. So I've got everything ready here, so let's get going on this easy peasy bread. Hi everyone. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you what you need to make this simple, easy bread. You're going to need 6 cups of flour, okay? 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 package of yeast, okay? You can use the instant yeast or the active dry, either way. The difference is the instant yeast you just put in and combine with all your ingredients, where the other one you have to put in the water. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and you're going to need 3 cups of water. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your flour, okay, 6 cups, and you're going to put it in your bowl. I've got a whisk, okay? Then we're going to add our salt, okay? We're going to add our sugar, and we're going to add our yeast. We are going to just simply whisk this up together, okay? You're just going to mix it together. Get everything incorporated in there. Now guess what you're going to do? Yeah, that's right. You're going to put in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and you're going to put in 3 cups of warm water. It's warm to the touch. It's not hot. Okay? Now, what I'm going to tell, now I'm going to go to a spoon. Now what I'm going to tell you is that this is no-knead bread, and it is a sticky, kind of a gooey bread. So don't expect your dough to be dry. Your dough is going to be sticky. Okay, now all we're going to do is continue mixing this together, and we're going to get like a sticky, gooey dough. All right, the next thing I want to tell you is that if you're on a cold and rainy day, and you do have to let this rise. All right, I keep it extra cool in my house. Look at this bread dough. We are almost completed, and look, this is what you want. That's exactly what you want. Let me wash my hands here. But that's exactly how you want it to be, sticky and gooey, okay? If you've made bread before, okay, you know you're going to get it dry and add flour and do all that. Not with this recipe. Look, that's all we need to do. That's it. This is ready to rise. So I'm just going to scoop it around a little bit more, make sure I got everything. But look at this sticky gooiness. That's what you want. Guys, guess what? You're done making your bread. Did I tell you the easiest recipe ever? Easiest recipe ever. Okay, now what we're going to do, you have 2 options. You can take a piece of parchment paper and lay it across the top. If you don't have parchment paper, don't stress about it. You can simply get yourself a towel, okay, and lay it across the top. All right, now we want to put this in a warm place, but like what I've said, I keep my house cool. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over here to my oven. I'm gonna open my oven. I'm gonna pick my bread up. I'm gonna place it in my oven, just like that. Then I'm gonna shut my oven door. Then, here's the trick. Turn your oven light on. That provides enough heat inside there with just that light on for this bread to rise. Now what we're gonna do is gonna take about an hour and a half to an hour and 3/4, and that bread will double in size. When we're at that point, I'll bring you back and show you what to do next. I hope you're loving this recipe. Hey, welcome back. The bread is almost completed its rising process. So the very next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself a stick of butter. And you are going to take, first of all, let me back up. I got these new pans, which are a little bit larger than your standard bread pan. The bread we're making makes 2 loaves. What I want to do is make an extra large loaf, and then with the dough that's left, make a smaller loaf. So that's why I have 2 different pans. You can just use 2 regular bread pans. It's your choice. Now, I've only made this one other time, and I used 2 standard bread pans, and it was perfect. So this is kind of going to be an experiment, and you're here with me, so we're going to check it out. So the very next thing I want to do before I take the bread is you want to get yourself a stick of butter. And you want to very, very liberally butter your pans, okay? And the reason you want to do this is that you want your bread to be soft and brown all the way around, okay? So to do that, you're just really gonna butter it, okay guys? So you're just really gonna get that butter in there. Don't forget to get in your corners. Don't be chintzy about it. Just really butter it up, okay? And that is gonna keep your bread soft, and it's gonna make it a nice golden brown on the outside, okay? Now, I've got the sides. Now, I took my butter out and softened it a little bit. I just think that it makes it easier for getting that spread in there real good. Okay, I'll show you here. Oops, there you go. You got a good view of that? A really well buttered pan, okay? And you want to get up in your corners and everything. Now, just in case that I have enough for this one also, I'm going to go ahead and get it ready. If I don't, what the heck? It's a little bit of butter and I'll just wash it out. So I'm going to do the same exact thing in this loaf pan. And this one I have right here, man, this is an old one. This is an old glass bake is what it's called. Glass bake. I've had it, geez, I've probably had this thing 30 years or more. So I'm getting this one buttered just as well as the other one. And then the very next step is we're going to bring that bread out. And I want to do this first because I want to have this completely done and ready to go when my bread comes out. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead over to the oven and we're going to pull that bread out, and I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do now. Easy peasy. Here we go, to the oven. Okay, we've had our oven light on. We've had our bread in here. Oh, and the towel's nice and warm too. Nice and warm. And that oven light just helped keep that up. Here we go. Have a look at that. You see how it's doubled in size? But you're also going to see, look how jiggly that is. That is exactly what you want. Okay, now, you're going to take a spatula, guys. And all you're going to do is you're going to put your spatula in here on the side. You're going to grab your bread and you're going to roll it in like that. Okay, now it's going to be sticky, but look what I'm doing. I'm just going to grab it and roll it in. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Going around all the sides, pulling it from the side, pressing it to the middle. Pull it from the side, press it to the middle. Pull it from the side, press it to the middle. And you're going to be sticky. That is what you want. Okay, now, I've got this handy dandy little tool right here. They have plastic ones and stuff. This just happens to be one I have. The very next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take this dough and you're gonna dump it out on your counter. Okay, so just with your spatula, just pull all that ooey gooey sticky dough right on out of there. Just like that. Now, you're gonna grab that butter and you are gonna butter the heck out of your hands. Okay, and don't forget to get between your fingers. All right? Now, you're gonna grab your dough and I'm gonna take probably about like that. And I'm gonna take the big part of it and put it in my pan. See there? I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm just gonna squish it down so that I've got bread in all my corners. Okay, guys? My fingers are starting to stick, so I'm gonna get some more butter, and you're just moving that bread over so it's in all your corners. Just, you don't even have to be sweet to it. I get some more butter on my fingers. Look at that. Okay, look. See how that's jiggly? That's what you want. I got a little bit left here. So I'm hoping, oh yeah, grab some more butter. Okay, and let's just get that bread pressed down into your pan. See that? Wiggly jiggly? That's all you want to do. Ta-da! Okay, now I got a little bit on my counter and I don't want to waste any of this, so I'll grab that, stick that in there. You've got your bread in these pans, okay, and I've showed you it's wiggly jiggly and all that good stuff. Now you are going to leave it sit in these pans for 40 minutes uncovered in a warm place. So I'm going to go back to my oven, put my bread back in my oven, okay, uncovered, oven light on, 40 minutes. I'll see you in 40 minutes. Hey guys, welcome back. We are at the point where our bread has been at the 40 minutes, so we're gonna go over here to the oven and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Now, you see how it's poofed, but it's not poofing over the pan. Ideally, what you want is for your bread to be kind of even with your pan, but look, it's still jiggly. You see that? Jiggle, 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 jiggle. This is exactly what you want. Now, I've got my oven preheating, like I said, to 375, and I am going to pop this into the oven. We are going to bake this, I believe it's for 40 minutes. But you'll be able to tell when it's golden brown, and when you kind of tap on it, it sounds hollow. But I'm going to double check on that time for sure, and when I pop it in the oven, I'll let you know 100% the exact time you bake it for. So I'll be back as soon as my oven preheats, and we're going to have some delicious baked bread yet today. Hey, a couple things I want to mention. The oven is preheated to 375. You do want to bake this bread 40 minutes, okay? 40 minutes. It'll be golden brown, and when you tap on it, it'll feel hollow, or sound hollow. You will notice in this bread that we've had it rise to just about the side, just to the top of our pan. We don't have it like a big poof like you do sometimes in your traditional knead bread. This is what you want. So this one here's got a little poof right there, maybe over poofed. So when it bakes, it might poof a little. That's not really what I want, but we'll see how it comes out. But this is traditionally what you want, your bread just about like this, enough room that it's going to rise up even with your pan, so you're going to have a loaf of bread, not like a poof, okay? So that's the difference between this bread and your traditional knead bread. Now, we're going to open the oven over here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our jiggly little bread in there, okay? Oops. just like so. We're gonna close the oven and we are gonna set our timer for about, well, probably about 30 minutes, and I'll check it. Every oven is different. Okay, guys? So here in my bottom oven, I actually have some brownies going, and those are gonna be done in approximately 2 minutes. And I think I'll be having some warm brownie with a cup of coffee while I'm waiting on this awesome homemade no-knead bread, which hopefully you've been able to see is super simple. So I'll bring you back when we take this bread out of the oven. Hi, guess what? 40 minutes is up. Our bread should be ready. So I got my cooling rack right here, and you'll see I've got some butter. Let's go to the oven. We're gonna turn this off. Oh yeah. I wish you could smell how wonderful it smells in here right now. I'm gonna leave these open and let that heat come on out. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my butter, and you're gonna butter the top real good. Just gonna butter that baby up. You're gonna let it sit on this, oh, how's that for a bloop? You're gonna let it set on this cooling rack until it's nice and cool, okay? You see how amazing that looks with the butter on there? Ooh, baby. Oh yeah. Getting it down in all the little parts and pieces here. This is gonna make your top nice and soft too. Not that it isn't, but it's just out of the oven, so it's got that fresh baked. Oh, you guys. Oh. Okay, you have just made no-knead bread. How do you feel about yourself right now? You feel good? Look at these breads. Oh, I cannot tell you the smell and what this smells like. So we're gonna leave them sit here on this cooling rack until they're completely cool. Then I'm gonna pop them out and we're gonna slice it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Hey guys, guess what? The bread is cooled, so I'm gonna take it out of the pans, but I want you to get a real nice look at that bread. Look how crispy and golden brown that looks. Okay, now I'm gonna pop it out of the pan, but watch this. Look at that, it just comes out. But look at this. How soft that is, and brown and crispy. Oh, yum. Now, for the larger one, guys, same thing. Look at that. A perfect loaf. Look what you've done. You have made a perfect loaf of no-knead bread. You should be really proud of yourself right now. I hope you try this recipe. I'm gonna slice a piece of this bread because I want to show you what this looks like. So you just hang in with me. We're going to get our cutting board down here, and we're going to get a bread knife from over here. I'm going to take the small loaf here, and I'm going to cut into this bread. Look at that. Now this is the end piece, but look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this up. You hear that? Look at that. I sincerely hope with everything that you try this bread. If you've never made bread before, try this recipe. If you're an experienced bread maker, try this recipe. You won't be disappointed. This is Rochelle with Legacy Home and Garden, and thanking you so much for coming by and watching and learning, hopefully, how to make no knead sandwich bread. Please give this a try. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. I'm going to put a little piece of butter on this end piece, and I'm going to eat it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'd love to talk more, but I got bread to eat. See you next time.